Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Look at it go. You know, a funny thing about Arcane Studios, they were originally a French studio, and still are, but they opened a second location in Austin, Texas, about 10 years ago? 2008, 2007, somewhere around there. And that's significant because Austin is the former location of an older studio that you may have heard of, called Looking Glass Studios. It's a company responsible for System Shock 2 and the Thief series. Now, the people who worked there have moved on to all sorts of different projects, but a few of them have ended up in Arcane. Hence why Dishonored is a direct spiritual sequel to the Thief series, and why Prey is a spiritual sequel to System Shock 2. Now, the name itself comes from a different area. I believe it was 3D Realms or id, that put out a first-person shooter about a Native American who gets teleported up into space and has to fight a bunch of aliens. It's, aside from the name and the fact that there's space and aliens involved, there's nothing similar at all between the two games. I'm guessing they just had the name lying around and wanted to use it. I'm not entirely sure why. But let's continue. Well, when I say continue, I mean let's get on with it. With a New Game Plus. And I've finished the game twice now. First one I'm not going to bother using. And the reason I'm using this is so that we can see more of the game faster, because the mental upgrades allow you to see more areas. Now, difficulty level, I believe I will be sticking with normal here. This is not a challenge run. I'm not trying to show you my skill, I am trying to show you as much of the game as possible. As such, I think we will also turn on at least one of these survival modes. Let's have a look. Weapon degradation? Might as well. Give me something to do with all the spare parts I can find. Traumas just sound like I will need to find a bunch of extra stuff to carry around and clutter up my inventory. But oxygen sounds interesting. There are plenty of suit repair kits around, so it shouldn't be too debilitating. What should we be? A man or a woman? I put this up to my patrons, and so they have decided that the female Morgan Yu shall be our player avatar this time. Curious thing with those eyes, though. Alright. We're starting at the beginning, just like in System Shock. And I am cutting out the loading times, because they are very long. And there is a secondary one that loads the state of the map after the map is loaded. This is so quick saving and quick loading becomes faster and easier.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Alright, beautiful day. Ooh, New Game Plus. So yeah, they're just telling us that we can find the Psychoscope early, and when we do, we will get all our new mods.
Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. You sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, Really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Nice day. Well, it looks like it's San Francisco. That definitely looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. Unfortunately, we can't go out onto the deck. The door's jammed. But we can read all these books, like Fermi's Question, also known as Fermi's Paradox. If extraterrestrial life is so likely, and if interstellar travel is possible, then why have we not yet been visited? There has been more than enough time passed, more than enough old stars to have old planets. Whoops. So where is everyone? Right. Quantum particles and neurons. Essentially talking about how engineering systems have something in common with human brains. Nature of consciousness. Oh, now we're getting crazy. Parapsychology. That's the study of paranormal, unexplained ideas. Something Chinese, just to let you know Morgan Hughes' heritage. Although with a name like that, I would think Hong Kong rather than mainland China. Oh, and this is Morgan's workstation. A manual on how to make some basic electronic parts. Some fairly traditional bins. This may be 15 years or so in the future, but everything looks pretty similar to what you'd expect. Oh, pizza. Lucky's Puccia's and Pizzeria. Oh, so Morgan's password is Fermi's Paradox. Guess she's very interested in extraterrestrial life, as well as engineering and how the mind works. Alright. Sounds like this is from last night, so we must have installed the neuromod then, and now we've just woken up. And Mom and Dad are part of the company, it seems. And very controlling of their kids, who are Morgan and Alex. I wonder what that says. A giant bank of monitors. Morgan's closet. Some flat shoes, a bunch of red envelopes that are traditionally packed with money and given on special occasions in China. Speaking of Austin, looks like Morgan has been to America to... Well, I say been to America, she's living in America. Oh dear. You insert the neuromod in through the eye. That's gotta be uncomfortable. Right. How about we get ourselves a shower? And how about I go through the open part here? Let's see. Bunch of necklaces. Yeah, let's do this properly. Oh. Oh dear, I still seem to be wearing my pajamas. Oh well. Now I'm clean. Let's go. Purse. More red envelopes and unopened international letters. A surprising number of international letters, considering, email and such. The Method Psi. Featuring an article of an interview with Alex Yu about neuromods. Alex congratulating Morgan on joining him up in space. I believe they're in space. Meat glue. Giant rice cooker in the corner there, naturally. Oh, what's this? Oh, they appear to be herbs. Interesting. Morgan grows fresh herbs for her cooking, so I guess she's got quite a few different interests here. And yet she packs her cabinets full of junk food. And this is your inventory, by the way. You may see a bunch of locked squares. Upgrades will unlock them in the future. The gray items here are junk. They give you that material yield in the lower right-hand corner there. Now, everything else can also give you material yield. But then they also do other stuff like adding to your health. Or curing you of fear. Junk is only good for the material yield. That's the difference. And under data, we have notes for every book we've read, every email we've seen, every audio log we hear, and every research we perform. More on that later. As it is, I believe we've seen everything there is to see here in Morgan's apartment. So it's about time we turn off the lights. Slept with those lights on. And put on our suit. I think the size of the suit is actively different between the female and male Morgan runs. I mean, it's effectively the same when you look down, but... Oh no, what's this? Omega. Alpha. What is that supposed to be? A root? A neuron? Fancy. Must be some deluxe apartments here. Well, you could say that just because of how big that one studio apartment is. A lot of scuffing on the floor, though. You'd think they'd take better care of that.
Morning, Miss Yu. Heard there's a chopper on the roof. Must be for you. You'll have to take the elevator. Down the hall. But you know that, I guess. Aren't you going to be late? You're supposed to keep going. You're going to get me in trouble. These things can be tricky, you know. I can't talk to you anymore.
That is very curious. Echelon Residential Tower. Floor 45. Right, this is just me practicing the movement they just mentioned. A lot of locked doors around here, of course. Now this here is interesting. Personalized elevator menus. Alright, here we are. Man, a whole bunch of scuff marks up here, too. Damn, look at it all. The door in the same place. It's kind of weird how there's this big copper panel that's just sort of broken there, but that one isn't. And the one with the roof access on it is broken up. Beautiful day, though. That must be the TranStar building. What the? Lighting glitch. Alright, time to begin our day. Properly now. And by properly, I mean I'm going to kill myself immediately. Fastest way you can die in this game. You know there's an achievement for finding that?
Hey, Morgan.
Alright, let's do this fast now.
Said
Let's just look at everything so I have everything in my logs and my notes.
don't forget to wear your...
Pick up all the
See you
items.
soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Like old times. Yeah. I really should have saved while I was on the helipad. That would have just saved me some time here. But let's see here. Yeah, just click through the emails, that'll get them in my log. Read this last book. I think that's everything. Oh, right. Stuff in the nightstands. Damn it. Pick it up. Stuff in the other nightstands. Outfit. Can't skip it. But then it's not very long. Let's see. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Morning, Miss Yu.
She doesn't say anything different. And the game doesn't really log any audio you hear. Oh, hey! I can jump in the elevators. That's pretty rare. Well, let's get out of here. For real this time. I'm not gonna speak much during this part. Some very good music.
Ms. Yu, please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way.
Oh, hey. Her foot is, going to the beat.
That's a nice view on the bay there.
Just want to make sure you see it. The words are gone off the bridge.
Here we are, Ms. Yu. Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Also mind the rotors. Don't want to get chopped up a second time. Alright, enough dicking around out here.
Hello, Dr. Yu. I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator. It won't be long before you're on a shuttle bound for Talos 1. My instruments are calibrated for high-volume data analysis and live readings. Don't worry, nothing will be missed. Our research often requires intense focus and long hours. I can provide you with a psychoactive stimulant after the test, if necessary. TranStar has over a dozen state-of-the-art facilities across the globe. More, if you count the entire Earth-Moon system. Everyone's eager to see what you're capable of, Dr. Yu. I know I am. All our labs meet the minimum. Strange. That's never happened before. I'll have to file a maintenance request. Please excuse me, Dr. Yu.
Huh.
The elevator will take you directly to the testing area. I'm sure your brother is waiting for you.
Huh. What was that? The last frontier is the human mind, and
Should I change position?
we are its pioneers. By William Yu, presumably the father of the two siblings. Doesn't seem like I can climb on that. What about... No, I'm not going to get up on the sconces either. Can at least climb on top of the bamboo thing.
Calibrating.
Oh, wow. Man, a lot of scuff marks in here, too. I kind of like it. It's sort of a semi-used future look. Like, it's not as completely run down as, like, Alien was. But it's not as clean and shiny, either.
Welcome, Morgan Yu. You have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
Alright, confirming. Yeah, again, you can jump up and down in the elevators. It's pretty nice. Damn, this thing has almost 100 floors.
Morgan! Finally!
Scuff marks here, too. Same bamboo, too. And wall sconces. And I think that sign was down below, too. Not sign, the monitor there. You can almost climb on it. How about from here? Haha, here we go. Now I'm up on the light fixtures.
Hey, you don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a Yu family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
Damn, this is just all kinds of crap spilled over here.
I wish I could show you what I've been working on. You better get in there before Bellamy gets impatient.
Doesn't like being questioned constantly, I guess. How about you? So I can't even reach you. Oh well. That's the magazine we read before. Oh, but I could get up there. Up. If not from the table, then certainly from the chair. You know, it's probably not worth it. Testing rooms.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Now, what's in that yellow room in the back there? So I'm not gonna even bother here.
Wonderful. You're absolutely fine. Let's move on to room B, then.
Sounds like they were expecting something more exciting.
Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
So these rooms are basically giving you...
Morgan, we can see you there.
Yeah. These rooms are basically giving you,
Is it warm in here?
some basic tutorial stuff, like the fact that stealth exists. I'm supposed to hide behind the chair, but I'm not gonna.
Any synaptic register? At all? No? No, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous.
Yeah, the testers aren't very enthusiastic here. And they do respond if you try and throw the chair at them. But this is all going according to plan.
All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can, in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready.
Yep, this time I'm gonna try and hide from them.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D.
The first room was showing you that you can interact with objects. This room shows you that you can jump over obstacles. Second room shows you that stealth exists. Here's where things get really interesting.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you.
More scuff marks.
Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
You're planning a vacation. Go somewhere familiar or try something new? Now, me personally, I always love to find something new. Explore the world.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
Sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? Doesn't really tell us what our actions are, so I guess I'd just be afraid.
Ooh, that's heavy stuff.
Oh. The trolley problem. Would you be willing to kill one person to save 5? Let's say yes.
Good. Next.
Would you be willing to personally murder someone to save 5? Enormously fat man. Kind of makes me think of Alex. Now, the psychology is that when you're further removed from killing someone, you're more willing to do it. That's sort of what the trolley problem proves. Let's say yes again.
Almost done.
Alright. Selfless act. With an odd little swerve question in the middle there. Let's be selfless. Jump on the tracks.
Wow. I'm impressed. Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... is my coffee? It's empty.
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Alex.
Simmons, what's going on?
We have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up.